Hello, beautiful yogis. Welcome. Welcome to today's session of gentle yoga. We're going to do some lovely back stretches, calf stretches, and do some breathing to really bring us into a calm and centered place, regulate the nervous system, and we'll feel a lot better in an hour or so. So that's my commitment to you. So I'd like to start today lying on the back in the open book pose. So if you have a bolster, place your bolster long. And if you don't have a bolster, you can use your two blocks. The high block would be for your head, and the middle block, actually that's a low block, would be for your shoulder blades. So either use your long bolster with a pillow blanket over it, or your two blocks. Now the two blocks I like to call not the bed of nails, because it actually isn't that soft and comfy, but if you place it right, it's really quite a lovely big opening for the chest. The bolster you're all familiar with. You'll just lie over the long bolster and support your head a little bit. And let's all just let the legs slide out a little wider apart and the feet flopping away. And as you feel your legs extend, let your shoulders fall away as well, adjusting your elbows maybe a little more close to your body so that the shoulders can fall down again. And if you lower your gaze or close your eyes here, you can tune into your body sensations that are here. Connect with breathing. Feel that it's happening. And then let all your awarenessing come to your soft tummy area, your low belly. And let's place the hands there. So the shoulders stay falling away. The hands now resting on your tummy. They don't have to touch. And then as we breathe in now, the expanding of your belly. And see how that expanding could go from the pubic bone to the sides and to your hip bones. So there's a lifting up and a lifting wide. And then as you exhale, that releases back down to the softened, deflating tummy. Inhale from your pubic bone, the breath comes in, not only swelling the tummy upwards, but also sideways, out towards your hip bones and even touching the bottom ribs. And the exhale lets that settle back down. So the invitation is to isolate the feeling of the breath at your belly in this way. For now, we are breathing just in the low belly, intending that, the filling up, the relaxing back. Twice more. If you feel the spreading to your hip pointers, you're feeling it in a new way, softening back down. One more, just the low belly. Nice. Now the next inhale, we begin the same way, but we keep the awarenessing and the expanding feeling now move upwards through the ribs. Keep breathing in till the ribs begin to spread. And we feel the breath all the way to the very top. Now your tummy may have released a little bit down, don't worry. Then we'll exhale from the top through the ribs. And let your belly empty itself of breath all the way down to your pelvic floor. And let the inhale begin at the pelvic floor. Feel it rise and spread, and how it can move upwards, shaping your ribs in a new place and letting it fill all the way to the collarbones. Feel the breath touch that top rib. And it's a smooth, soft exhalation, reversing the direction of sensation until you're empty of breath, and feel that emptiness at the pelvic floor. As we did. The rising of inhale. The moment of touching the top. And then the smoothening of the breath out. And a little throb of empty at the pelvic floor. One more. Lovely, everyone. Please bring your legs a little closer together so they're not spread and flopping outwards, but walk your heels closer and draw your toes towards you, pushing through the heels, the sense of making your legs longer. And now as we inhale, both arms lift up to the vertical place, and then as we exhale, take the arms overhead. Listening to your shoulders, exhaling, squeeze the breath out of your low belly, feel the pelvic floor contract. Inhaling, bring your arms to vertical, and now softly, palms facing down, lower your arms to let them land on the mat, and we're empty of breath. Inhale, raise the arms to vertical. Holding a moment at vertical, then the exhale occurs as the arms go higher. And we work the exhale a little bit more now, pulling the belly in and the pelvic floor contracting. Inhale your arms to vertical. The exhale, the palms face down as we lower slowly to the mat. Feel the tummy deflate. At the end is a little internal contraction. All the while the legs stay straight. We have one more this way. Inhale the arms to vertical. Exhale them as far as you can overhead. Feel the breath empty itself and you're helping it. The arms inhaled back to the vertical line. And then the soft floating down of your arms, palms down. This time as the hands land, relax your legs as well. And feel the whole body soften. Rolling the palms open. And feel the softness of your limbs, even though you might be on these hard blocks. Lovely. Please bend your knees. We're going to roll to the side and remove whatever prop that you used. So roll all the way over. Rest a moment. Draw your knees in, because that was quite a big opening. And then make your way up to push the props away and come onto your back again. So now we're on the back with nothing under us. Locate the midline of your sacrum. The knees are bent. And just snuggle the alignment of your hips in line with your shoulders. And then please bring your right knee in towards your chest, squeezing it in on exhale. And it's an active squeeze. The breath goes out. A little internal squeeze at the end of breath at the pelvic floor. Inhale the knee away. And draw it in on exhale. And we'll do it one more time, just the same manner. So we're working the exhale quite actively, squeezing the breath out. Lovely. Now inhale the right knee away. This time, as we exhale, slide your left leg straight out on the mat, pushing through the heel. Same time, draw the right knee in closer. Lovely. Draw the knee away. Lift the left leg. Exhale, lower the left leg as we draw the right knee in again. Keep the left leg active. We'll get 2 more of these. As we inhale the right knee away, the left leg lifts just a little way off the floor. Exhale, lower the left leg and draw the right knee in. And invite you to do that one more time. Nice. Good. Now the left leg relaxes. The right foot relaxes. We're still holding that knee in, not too tight. Let's let the right foot circle. Rolling your ankle. And rolling your right foot the other way. And then letting go your right knee to place the foot flat and slide your left foot next to it. And feel the symmetry here in the limbs, but the asymmetry internally, as we've just worked that one side. Natural breath as we attune attention to the inner sensations. And now please bring your right knee close to your chest. You could hold the knee or behind the knee. Exhale, squeeze it in. Draw your belly in and the pelvic floor slightly contracts. Release that left knee further away to make space for inhale. And draw it in on exhale. As we did. So we're really focusing on breath and these gentle but powerful movements. This time we move the left leg away to breathe in. On the exhale, slide your right leg straight on the mat as we squeeze the left thigh in again. This inhale, as the left thigh moves away, we raise the right leg a little way off the mat. Exhale, lower the right leg and squeeze the left thigh in close. Keep the right leg active. And as we did, left knee lifts, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, draw them in, lowering the right leg. One more. Nice, everyone. Now let your right leg be on the mat. We circle the left foot. And circle it the other way. Terrific. Now the left foot lands, the right foot next to it. We've got parallel feet, arms relaxed, palms down right near your feet. Let your shoulders fall away and just relax your limbs in this place. And so I notice that when my body is anticipating a move, the muscles ready themselves. The invitation now is to be fully present without anticipating. Now we are pressing the feet down and the palms down. Inhale, curl your tail up and notice your hips up. Hips lift up. Exhale, bring them back down. So we're in the bridge sequence. Release your buttocks as we land. Palms and feet press down. Inhale, your hips up off the floor. It may be a lot or just a little. Lower down, exhale. And so as we do a few more of these, the trick is to keep your knees and quads stabilized. The breath smooth as we lift and lower the hips. At this time, we have the leverage, the grounding of both the feet and the hands and the arms. Feel how they press down, allowing the lower body, the hips, to rise. And they also support the descent. We have 2 more of these, lifting and lowering hips. As you are ready, we'll lower the hips this one more time. And as we land and release the buttocks, take your arms a little further out, roll the palms open, and now line up the soles of the feet, letting your knees fall away. If that's not a happy place for your hips, then have your feet at the edges of the mat and the knees leaning in. Soft belly breath. The exhale, squeeze your soft belly and feel how your pelvic floor can contract at the end of the breath. Be sure to release it for breath in. And out. Let's do one more here. Nice. And then now we'll bring the knees back up. You can help them back up. Bring your knee into a hand, one hand on each knee. That means the feet are off the floor. And draw your quads, your thighs close to your body. Now we're stretching in the low back. And then we'll circle the knees together to roll the sacrum into the mat. Circling at a pace that feels good to you. We'll do 2 or 3 in one direction, and then reverse. So very supportive and grounding, the sacral bone rolling on the mat. And then we'll let the feet come to the mat. And bring now your right ankle across your left thigh. So this is thread the needle. And thread your right arm through the gap to hold your left hand behind your knee. Your right elbow is encouraging your right inner thigh away, that knee away, and your left knee towards. In that way, we have a nice grounding still in the low back. If your right knee is too close in, we lose the beautiful alignment in the sacral area. And we're just letting that right thigh come in as close, incrementally, really slowly. So there's no grabbing and pulling. This is just a very gentle bringing it in. Great, and now for the left knee, we'll straighten the left leg and bend it. 2 more times. Now we'll let the left foot come to the mat, letting go the hands and placing the right foot next to the left foot. To set up now for second side, the left outer ankle lying across your right thigh. Thread the needle with the left arm through the gap. It's a big gap, supported by your left elbow, pressing your left thigh away. Feel how you're balanced on your sacral area. And even though the legs are asymmetrical here, we find that nice broadening in the low back. And we're just gently squeezing closer. Listening to the sensations of stretch. For most of us, that's going to be in the left buttock hip area. This is, of course, the best stretch if you have tightness or sensitivity in the sciatic nerve area. Nice, and then when it feels like enough, we'll pulse with the right leg, straightening on inhale and bending on exhale. Lovely, and as we complete this one, we'll let the right foot land, letting go the thigh. Place the left foot next to it. And we have the feet flat. And just align for a moment, arms alongside. Feeling that your feet are parallel. And we're just taking a little breath moment. Now on the next exhale, invite you to press the hollow of your low back into the floor, and that will turn the tailbone a little upwards, palms down. Inhale, take your hips up again as we did earlier. Exhale slowly back down. Good. Now really work your feet. We're going to sweep the arms upwards. Feet press down, tailbone curls away, spine leaves the ground as the arms come overhead. Exhaling, the arms, the spine return to the mat, letting them all arrive at the same time, if possible, softening. And we go again. Flatten your low back, tail begins the lift, and the arms come along too, inhaling up. Exhaling back down. As you land, there's a releasing of everything. Only to begin again. Feet root, curl up, arms stretch long. Exhale, coming back. We have 2 to go. And our last one. Good. As the hands and feet release it to the mat, let go your buttock muscles as well. Let the breath just flow naturally. Good. So the feet are flat. Inch your right foot slightly to the left. So it's a little bit closer to the midline. Now bring your left outer ankle to lie across your right thigh, as we did earlier for thread the needle. But this time, palms and right foot press down, as do your shoulders. Flatten your low back and inhale your tailbone and your hips up off the floor, working just your right leg. Exhale, coming back down. So we're asking a lot more from that right leg. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift the hips. Lower down, and we'll just do one more. Lovely, everyone. We come back down. Release the buttock muscles. Left foot now next to right foot. Good. Inch that left foot to the midline. And press the foot down, bringing your right outer ankle to lie across the left thigh. Palms, long arms pressed down. Inhale. Curl the tailbone and the hips up off the mat to lower down. Take your time. It might feel a little more wobbly when we have only one-legged bridge, but this is a kind of internal stabilizing that we're doing. And lower down. Oh, lovely. Right foot next to left foot. Pause a moment as we align the sacrum, roll the palms open to ease the arms that have been pressing down. Now they're facing up and relaxed. We have one more in this sequence. Please bring your right outer ankle to lie across your left thigh and bring your hands to hold your head. Head cupped into your interlaced hands. And we're just going to rest the head in the hands. Please take your left foot off the floor and bring your legs closer to your torso. Feel how that stretches your low back. The upper body can just stay where it is. Inhale your legs in this shape a little bit away. And exhale, bring them in closer. So now we're in the core. Moving the leg away. So we're not going to the ground with the left foot, we're just going away and back towards. If this is doable for you, we'll do 3 more. Even the exhale here can be active. Last one. We let the left foot land, the right foot next to it. Now if you could put your left foot across your right thigh from here, do so. Otherwise, fetch it with your hands and bring your hands back to your head. Ready for second side. The right foot is off the floor. On the exhale, draw it all closer to your body. And inhale away. Exhale in close. Great. Just gentle movements. We've got 3 to go. One more. Right foot lands, left foot next to it. Lovely. And let's continue to hold the head as we now feel the sacrum at the middle. Wrap the right leg over the left. Inch the foot that's on the floor. It's actually your left foot a little towards the right. So we've got the thighs close together. Take the foot off the floor. So your thighs are coming closer to your chest, and bring your shin bones close together. If you can tuck your foot behind your ankle, that's good, but most of us are going to just squeeze the shin bones together. Now it's the same action as we just did. inhale your knees, your legs away. Exhale, bring them in, but lift your upper body up towards your approaching knees and thighs. Head lies down, knees go away. Exhaling, draw in, squeeze your belly. 3 more. Last one coming up. Nice. Let your head rest down. Take your arms wide. Let a foot land. And then scoot your butt to the right. We're going to take the knees wrapped like this to the left. Leave the upper body flat. So the lower body is rolling to the left. The upper body stays flat. And so now there's an ease through the arms and the legs, even though they're wrapped. They may have unwrapped a little bit. And let the breath breathe you from the inside. So the internal movement of the breath now pushes against the ribs, pushes against the organs of the viscera. And that very pushing of your inhale into those areas is activating the vagus nerve, which is allowing us to come more into parasympathetic, also known as the relaxed state, which is the one we want. A couple more breaths. No struggle at all in this. And now with a strong belly, bring your knees back up and uncross them. Scoot your sacrum to the middle. And now we wrap the left thigh over the right. And cup the head again. So the legs are squeezing together. Bring your foot off the floor. And here we go, the legs away on inhale. Exhale, draw them in and curl up. Elbows, chest, meeting towards the knees. Inhale back. The further you can take your legs towards straight, the deeper the core muscles work as we squeeze in again. That's 2. We have 3 to go. And here comes our last one. And the head gets to rest and the foot lands. Arms are wide. Scooch leftwards with your low back. And then let your knees roll, hips roll towards the right. Very relaxed limbs. No need to stretch or reach your arms or fingertips. We notice the deepening of the breath, how it pushes against the internal organs, and how as the breath goes out, we can drop a little deeper into the relaxed mode. Nice, everybody. So now let's bring the head to center, bring the knees up and uncross them. Parallel feet, centralized sacrum, palms near your feet. And now we're going to raise the hips up to stay. So ground your feet, raise your hips, clasping hands under your body or holding your mat. And now the arms become very active. We felt relaxed, now active. Muscles are stretching and engaged, as are the glutes, your buttock muscles and your quads. Feel how the ball of the foot is pressing down. Can you lift your toes and spread them and bring your toes back down to the mat? And work your heels as much as the ball of the feet. And now we focus on the breath. So this time, your inhale spreads your rib cage. And your exhale contracts your low belly and pelvic floor. So draw inwards. 2 more this way. Relax the belly so the inhale can fill the ribs. And exhale, squeeze inwards. Low belly, pelvic floor. Release that for breath in. And that last active exhale. Release your hands, lower your back, down to the mat. And when you land, release your buttocks. Oh, nice, everybody. So now your right hand holds your right foot. The knee, of course, is bent. Grab your foot. And just for a moment, holding your right foot facing up, the knee pointing down. It's a nice stretch in the hip. And it's preparing us for what we'll do in a moment. Good, let go your right foot. And we'll do the same with the left foot. Left hand holds your left foot, knee points down, and foot points up. All right, and letting go. Let's roll over, come to hands and knees. Let's have the blocks at the front of the mat. And we'll start just with hands and knees. The blocks are there for when we need them. So we've been lying on our back for a little while. Let's move the spine. Inhaling, chest forward. Spread the collarbones. Exhale, tuck tail under, around your back. Pull your tummy in. Lower the chin. Inhaling, arch your back. And still the breath is slow. Exhale, tuck under. So going your own pace. One more time. Lovely. Now get your blocks under your hands. We'll take that middle setting of the blocks, which makes our arms longer. Now we raise the right knee, inhale and lift the chest. Right knee lifts, knee to nose, exhale and squeeze your tummy in. And as we did, raise the knee, exhale, tuck under. And 1 to go. This time, can you bring your right foot through between the blocks on the mat? And if it gets stuck, Sometimes you just get stuck. Let's help it along, flop it forward. All right, now we got the foot there. Pull your hips back towards straightening the front leg. So the ball of the foot might peel away from the mat. And then bring the foot back and bend your right knee and your hips come forward and raise your heart. Can you feel that in the left quad? And inhale, draw the hip back, straighten the leg. And exhale, lunge. Let's do it one more time. Let's stay here a few breaths. And so the pelvis is pressing forward, the heart is lifting, and hopefully your left knee is in a good position, that you're not hurting it. And there's a lovely stretch through the psoas muscle on the left quad. Deep muscles are stretching. Nice, and now we'll draw the hips back and the foot and the knee back as well. We're still on blocks. And let's take the left knee up. Lift the knee, lift the heart, knee to nose. Exhale, squeeze your tummy in, as we did. Knee to nose, and step your left foot forward all the way. Help it along if you need to. It's way forward so that the hips can also come forward and the heart lifts. Pull the hips back on an inhale, front leg towards straight. And then we exhale, foot flat, knee bends, and heart lifts. So while we're working this left hip and knee joint, we're also stretching deeply into the right quad and psoas muscles. Lovely. Now when you bend the knee again, stay a little bit. Let the hips sink a little bit as your heart lifts, shoulders draw back. Yep, keep the upper back nice and actively open. And breathe into this place. Yes. Good. So it's always wise to keep your left heel under your knee. So if your knee's gone past your foot, just inch your foot a little bit forward. Yeah, that'll keep you. And so you could also bring your back knee further back. That'll give you a deeper lunge. All right, now draw back. So once we've got the knee back, widen the knees, bring the toes closer. We draw the hips back and slide the blocks forward. Now you can use the blocks or lose the blocks in this stretch. Long through your sides, front and back. Good, and now we walk back. Hands walk back. We're back to all fours. Lovely. Invite you to sit down a moment. So sit on your folded blanket. Plop down on it, coming off the knees a moment. And you can sit in the way that you can. Lovely. So we're just seated now, raising the arms up. On the exhale, pull the elbows down, out through the mouth. Inhaling, send your arms up. So nose inhale. This time out through your mouth. So we're working up to lion's pose, which is a lovely clearing of the bottom of the lungs. and throat. This time, as we exhale, stick your tongue out and make a fierce face. Inhale, nose. And lion's breath. Let's do it 2 more times. Now don't be too harsh on your throat. Nice. Relaxed face as the arms inhale up, and then bring the arms alongside to balance in this parallel position. We take a breath in, and we'll twist towards your right on exhale. Bring your hand to the opposite knee and the other hand behind. That's it. So we're upright and turning to your right. And please turn your face to the left. Lovely. On the inhale, we'll undo the pose and take the arms wide again, spinning to center, staying at center for the exhale, spreading the arms wide, inhale. And we twist the other way. Exhale, turn your ribs, lower your hands, and work your spine taller, straight up the central axis. And look over your right shoulder. Breathing here. And we unwind. Lovely, good. Sit for a moment here. And now switch the cross of your legs. The other shin bone is in front. Crossing at your ankles. As we did, we'll inhale the arms overhead. Get long. Exhaling, bring the arms forward. Your fingertips to the floor. You might lean a little bit here. Keep your spine straight. Lift your heart. Nice big breath in, and we're going again for lion's pose. Inhale, nose. One more. Lovely. Ensure hands forward. We're breathing naturally and easily now. And we come to lie down in a little bit of a forward stretch here. It's not actually lying down. Just the feeling of a forward bend. If you like, you bend the elbows, but the floor is far away. Just bring your block in, and that will bring the floor up. And you could put your elbows on your block and rest forward. Soft throat and mouth. Breathing through your nose. There's quite a lot of charge in the lion's breath. It really is a clearing and accessing a kind of fierceness, which can be really useful. We do a lot of relaxing. Sometimes we just want a little fierceness. We know it's there. All right, everyone. Walk back to the upright seat. Bring your arms behind. So wide and then behind. Clasp hands. Lift your heart and see if the elbows will straighten. Now we lower the chin. We roll the low chin side to side. Nice, and release your hands. Releasing your legs, let's come back to fours. In a moment we'll be standing up, so we're just going to do just 1 or 2 little standing sequences. So we'll come from hands and knees. Some of you will come to a downward dog, and some of you will just come up to standing forward bend from here. So see what's available. Downward dog, you know, standing on the hands and feet, breathing long, slow. Now we're not holding the downward dog too long. We're just going to walk the feet towards the hands, put all the weight on the feet. Little bend in the knees and fold your arms and let them hang, as does your head. Lovely. Hands to thighs, elbows, shoulders back. Inhale your flat back, and we're coming all the way to stand. Come on up to stand. And pause here in the standing place. Nice. Please bring your left foot in front of your right foot and bring your right leg back and angle the heel down. Square your hips and then bend your left knee. Doesn't need to go deeply. If you want to go deeper, you'll probably have to widen your feet, your left foot forward a bit to go deeper. But we don't have to go deep. There we are. Good. Now bring your elbows to bend. Palms face each other. Steady your feet. Inhale, straighten your front leg and widen your elbows. Exhale, bend the knee and bring your elbows again towards each other. That's it. Inhale, straighten leg, open heart space. Exhale, lunge. As we did. Little lunge. So this is good for the knee. I've got two more. Strengthening and keeping the knee mobile. Last one. Lovely. Now bring your hands to your hips. We're going to be stepping forward. So step into your right foot. Oh, left foot, and bring your right foot forward. Lovely. Pause a moment. And now we'll take the other side where we take the left foot back. Angle the heel. It's wide enough so that you can bend your right knee and have your hips squared. Positioning, that's it, lovely. And we begin our sequence. The elbows are bent. Inhale, elbows wide, straight leg. Exhale, lunge. Continue with this. Find the flow of breath and movement. So if you're going very deep, be sure to not take your knee past your ankle, because this is for knee health and we don't want to overstrain the knee. 3 to go. Last one. Lovely. Lean forward as you bring your hands to the hips. Step forward. And steady your feet. Walk it out a little bit. And then we'll come to parallel feet, hands at the heart. Lift the heart. As we root the feet, we'll take the arms wide and up. Exhale is a forward bend. Knees can be a little bit bent. Hands come to rest on your knees or shins. Inhale the flat back. Exhale, fold in. And now inhale all the way up. So good for legs and back and shoulders and arms. Return to prayer pose. Whole body. Inhale, wide and up. Exhale the forward bend. Inhale to the flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. To prayer pose. Let's do 2 more. circling through. Breath-propelled mobility. And all the way up to prayer pose. And we've got one more cycling through of these half salutations to the sun. And all the way up to prayer pose. Lovely. Good. All right. Arms alongside. Little balance challenge here. If you have a chair or a wall nearby, feel free to use it. We're stepping into the left foot to cradle the right thigh. So fix your gaze. Hold steady. Not your breath, though. Woo. Regain your balance if you lose it. And step down. Lovely. Are you ready? Second side, stepping into your right leg. We bring the left up. We hold steady, fixed gaze. Navel is drawn in. That helps too. Good. And bring your foot down. Nice, everybody. So one more standing pose, wide legs, turning out to your right. Right leg is out. So these are side lunges. The left heel is a little bit out, and here we go. Bend that right knee. Now very careful, don't go past your heel. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. We'll use the arms as well. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale into the lunge. Two more. Good. And release the pose. Let's turn the legs the other way. First, bend the knee out of the level hips so that you can see how deeply to track that knee, that lunge. Good. And then the arms. So this is warrior two shape. And then straighten the leg, raise the arms. Exhale, bend the knee. And remember to not go past the heel, as we did. Lovely. Straighten the leg. Relax your arms and bring your legs to parallel. Slightly turned in. Hands on hips. And come forward. Hinge forward. Let your arms dangle. Rest on the ground. Let your head release. This is a good, lovely forward bend. Nice, everyone. All right, so now use your hands to straighten the arms, to walk your legs back in, to roll up to standing. And we'll stand a moment just to feel the standing mountain pose. Tall, steady, stable, calm, focused. Nice. Please come back to sitting, as we did on your blankie, cross-legged, unless you prefer to sit on a chair, as we now do a little pranayama, a little more pranayama. We did the vigorous lion's breath earlier, and now we'll do that balancing practice of alternate nostril breathing. So sitting in your comfy seat, the right hand thumb closes the right hand nostril. Inhale left. Close it up to exhale right. Right side breathes in. To close it up and exhale left. In left. And out right. Stay with this pattern. Same side in. The other side out. And if this becomes easy and doable, invite you as you continue to, when you come to the top of the breath, hold the breath a moment. And then breathe out the other side. And even hold the breath at the end of your exhale to then breathe in on the same side. So as you add these pauses, please monitor for yourself the ease, that you stay in ease. If there is shaking or gasping, it's really counterproductive to add the pauses. This practice, balancing left and right, the energy channels that flow through the body. Very powerful practice. So when you get to the left side exhale, simply rest your hand down and breathe through both equally. If you've been doing pauses, add the pauses at the top and at the end of the breath. Now we're simply breathing through both. Noticing the effect of this. Mostly this produces a calm, centered state of being. Where our brain waves are no longer so busy, but they can rest in the breath with ease. Lovely, everybody. So now we try and keep this calm state as we make our way now to lie on the back, either with legs up the wall or the block under your sacrum. So this is the elevated legs position. Such a lovely one to invert the body. So you place the block right under the sacrum. And then let your legs hang in the air. So when the legs are elevated like this, you can feel the fluid body. A little something under the sacrum, a block, bolster. And then the ease in the legs as they hang. And be present with this. Lovely, everyone. Gently lower your legs again. Taking the block out once you've got your feet on the ground, and shift your hips slightly right of center so we can go straight into that lovely twist, the right leg over the left. And your knees falling to the left as your upper body stays flat. So we've been here before in today's practice. Now we drop a little deeper into it. How the breath from the inside pushes the ribs, the organs, the low back. It softens as it goes out. Dropping into this timelessness where all there is breath. One more leisurely breath here. And we'll bring the knees up and recross the other way. So first your hips to the left of center, the left leg on top, and easily let your wrapped legs drop over. Be here now. Now we'll come up. We'll come up to realign the body along the midline, uncrossed. Shoulders, hips, head beautifully down the midline. Grab your props that you like to use for final relaxation. And really give yourself the gift of props that are well positioned, that support you, with a little warmth. And the falling away. Going deeper. Deeper below your thoughts. Deeper into stillness. So deep until all that is left of you is love. Sensing now your breathing again. To very gently awaken through moving your toes and your fingers. Roll your head a little. Rolling onto your side, Just bathing in gratitude a moment. And as you're ready, make your way to the upright seat. So lovely to practice with you this gentle yoga. Take the arms wide and up and into the heart. Namaste, yogis.